I did not wake up. I mean, like, I was awake. I did not get out of bed until like 2:30 this afternoon. So hear me out, guys. Don't judge. Hold on. I'm trying to get my stuff to do my hair. So the video that I put up this morning, I actually made it yesterday. Obviously, probably if you would have noticed anything, that would make sense. But I tried to get it uploaded last night, but I fell asleep while I was waiting for like the editing app to upload it so that I could upload it to YouTube. Anyway, so I didn't, I got to the gym. I think I went to the gym around like 1 o'clock in the morning. It was a little bit past midnight maybe, I don't remember. But I was there for like 2 hours because I added a couple extra workouts, and so I was there for kind of a long time. And then by the time that I got back home, took a shower, drank my protein, finished editing my video, uploading it, all that, or attempting to upload it because I fell asleep before I could. I remember looking at the clock, and it was like 5:30 in the morning. So like, then I woke up this morning around like 10 or something in having a lot of muscle pain, guys, because this week I've never worked out so much in my life. Like, this week is definitely topped all. So I was like, brother, I'm just laying in bed and I'm just letting muscles take a break. Anyway, and I fell asleep again, and I didn't wake up until like probably 2. Anyway, but I have to go. Oh, wait a second. I'm going to Ollie's because I need to buy some conditioner, and I'm also just gonna see if they have any cool deals there, you know. Also, I need to find, the defect is closed for lunch because it's like past 2, obviously. So I'm gonna go find some food because I need to fuel up for tonight's workout. But before I go anywhere, I want to get my my sheets and my blankets in the washer because it's Saturday. Was just at Ollie's, and then Ollie's, Ollies, not Aldi's. Don't think we have an Aldi's around here, sadly. Okay, guys, I look over. So here's the thing. I'm sitting here in this truck, in my truck. I see this granny. I can't even tell what it is that she's driving. She's driving a little teeny tiny white car. But it looks like a sports car of some sort, but it looks kind of old. But it's like the kind that only has like one like cab, like it only has a front seat, doesn't have the back seat, however you say that. Bro, if you just heard that noise, that was her running into a shopping cart and knocking it to the ground. Because I looked over and I was like, hey, there's a granny with purple hair driving a white car. The next thing you know, she runs into a shopping cart. I wish I would have... Because if you can see up there, the shopping cart that's on the ground, I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway... I don't remember what I was saying. I was at Ollie's, bought some stuff. Dad, I bought our favorite Chex Mix there. It was $3.96, but since I bought it at Ollie's, it was only $2.49. Anyway, and bought some like snackies there, stuff like that. But I also bought some pie plates because, dude, I brought a pie to like some church gathering and someone stole it. Like, they didn't do it on purpose, but anyway. Back to what I was saying, I'm about to go to the Walmart, and I'm buying ingredients so that I can make some homemade bread, because Heidi and Jonathan, or maybe it was just Heidi, sent me grape jelly, homemade grape jelly, and I will not be wasting that on store-bought bread, okay? Go ahead and judge me, but I'm kind of picky when it comes to bread. Like, store-bought bread, why would I buy store-bought bread when I can make my own? It's so much more delicious, so, but it's probably not going to taste as good as Mom's does, because it's not going to have all her fancy little flours that she uses. Whatever the stuff she sells in her store, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to see what happens. I have not baked anything, cooked anything since, other than French toast at Mom and Dad's house when I was home on A-Trap, since before I joined the Army. So we'll see how this goes. I don't think, like, that's not a skill you lose.
I ended up going out to the store in this outfit, bro. Plus, I was wearing boots. I was not barefoot. But bro, it was so hot. I regretted it immediately. It was 90. It was 90 degrees, 40% humidity. Anyway, I just got back from Walmart and I got all the things I need to bake bread. Hold up, let me pause this vid to make bread. But I stopped by the DFAC on the way back home because I was hungry, and this is what I got. Kind of got janked up while I was driving, and I also got a salad too. I just realized, so I just ate my food, bro. Then I was like, well, I'm about to be making some bread. Then I just realized I forgot to buy like a mixing bowl. I have mixing bowls back at home, but I forgot to tell them to bring me some. Oops. So, I literally have no bowls in this house at all. So I guess I'm going to go see what they have at the commissary. Don't really know if they sell that kind of stuff there. If they don't sell it there, I'm going to go to the PX. So I had to buy these as a bowl. The commissary does not sell any type of bowls there. I didn't feel like going the whole way back into Walmart. So, do you guys want to see what I got in this big bag from Ollie's? Okay, first item, I got Pop-Tarts because they said like apple turnover, and I was like, whoa, these look good. So, and also, I never have any food in my house because I just go to the DFAC all the time, but sometimes I want snackies, so I got some snacks because Ollie's is cheap, bro. I like these. They're kind of like Chex Mix, but a little bit different. And then I got, trying to move my chair up. I got these. It's like the snack crackers, you know. Got them for only $3. And then I had to buy pie plates. So I bought these when I was there because they were like only $5 for both of them, and they're like the Anchor brand, so like that's a good brand. Okay, and then I got these. I got crossword puzzles because y'all all know when you go to the field, you're gonna have a lot of downtime, and you most of the time don't have phone service. So what are you gonna do? Crossword puzzles. People bring books. People bring stuff like Sudoku because it gets boring out there. And we're supposed to be going to the field in like next week. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing there. I don't have any information on that yet. But we're going to Indiana. Okay, then just like some boring stuff like conditioner because I ran out. And then shaving cream. And then also I bought this wax melt, and it smells so good, guys. Because Brianna and Fiona brought me my wax melt, like my cowboy wax melt thing, but they didn't send any wax melts. So I got this, and it said for $2. The original price was $6. So I was like, well, low-key, that is a bargain. I'm going to buy some. This is what I will be using to make my bread and my pie. Minus the candle, obviously. And then I just realized that I forgot to buy yeast when I was at the store. So I'm going to have to go buy that. But I'm going to make my pie crust first, because it has to sit in the fridge for like 30 minutes or so before you can even do anything with it. So I'll get that done and have it sitting in the fridge and stuff, and then I'll go to Walmart because the commissary is already closed because it closes at 7 on a Saturday. Okay, let's see what my recipe says. Okay, blend first 3 ingredients with pastry blender. And then I realized, oh, I don't have a pastry blender, but I think it should be okay. I'm just going to use a fork instead. So, first off, we have 2 cups of flour. Also, I may need to buy more flour while I'm at Walmart because I don't know if there's enough flour here for my pie and for my bread. I'm not sure. So maybe I'll just buy some more just to be safe, but we shall see. Because I don't see where it says how many cups of flour are in here. It just says 5 pounds, so I don't know what that means. Anyway, okay, 2 cups of flour. Yes. 1. Shoot. Okay. Next up we have 1 teaspoon of salt. That's a 1/4 teaspoon. 1/2 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon. Also gonna have to figure out how to open this because this is a weird looking salt, low-key. It just says push. That worked. Now there's salt everywhere. Okay. 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, that's good enough, I think. And then 3/4 cup of Crisco. Okay. Oh wait, that doesn't exist. I forgot. Well, you want to know what I'm low-key gonna do? I'm just gonna guess on the Crisco because I hate putting. Normally, that's what I always do, to be real honest with you. Because do I have a wooden spoon? I don't think I do. Because yeah, I don't think I do. When you put Crisco in like a cup or like a measuring cup like this, it gets like all like stuck in there and it's like almost, it's not impossible to clean out, but it's like kind of annoying low-key, so I'm literally just gonna low-key guess on this. Make some guesstimations. This is what 1/4 of a cup looks like. Okay, so if we just do 3 of something similar to that, this looks like about 1/4 of a cup, right? I think so. See, it's like literally stuck on that. Maybe I should brought more Crisco low-key. Okay. Good enough. Okay, now I gotta blend this with a fork. Fun. Okay, I'm thinking this is looking as good as it's going to with a fork. Okay, now I have to stew 1/2 cup of cold water. Oops. Okay, now I need to like make these into 2 separate like little circular round shapes and put it in the fridge and let it sit. So I'm gonna get all this out. This looks kind of even, sorta. Just gonna make this into a nice little ball. Okay. Just gonna wrap these bad boys up and put them in the fridge. And let them sit in there while I go to Walmart and buy some yeast. I can't believe I forgot that, bro. I even like double checked. Mission accomplished. I got the yeast, bro. So now that I finally got my yeast, I can start on the bread. So, okay, I'm making like half the recipe than Mom would normally make because I don't need all that bread. It's just me. And also I only have 1 bread pan, so that would kind of foil the plans for that. BTW, I got both of these recipes from Mom. The apple pie that I'm working on making and the bread that I'm making because she is the ultimate cook. If you ever need recipes, just hit her up. Anyway, okay. Let's see, now I need to warm water. I'm just going to whisk this to get it all stirred in together. And now I'm going to let it sit for 5 minutes. See all this? If you look kind of close, you can see it. You see that right there bubbling up? That's how you know that your yeast is activated. So we are good to go with that. Okay, 1/2 cup of warm water. The sugar, which is 1.5 tablespoons. I'm gonna probably pour this over the sink. Actually, there's a smaller hole. And also, I've never seen sugar like this before, and it's kind of cool because, like, for me, just just little old me living here alone, I'm not gonna be using that much sugar. So this way, I don't have to worry about it getting like hard and clumpy because it's actually gonna be like closed up and stuff like that. Okay, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, 1/2 tablespoon of salt. That's a good half. And then 1.5 tablespoons of shortening. And since this is actually bread, I'm gonna actually measure this out because you have to be a little bit more careful when you're doing bread. Just a FYI. So yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. I swear I washed my hands. I'm digging this out. I don't even care, bro. Okay. And then the other half. Half tablespoon. Sometimes you just gotta do this, bro. Ew. It's all gross and slimy. Okay, now we have I need to add 1 3/4 cup of flour. Do you think that looks like about like 1 3/4 of a cup? I hope. Anyway, flour, you don't have to be as dramatic about. You can, okay, if you put a little bit too much flour in, you add a little bit of water. That's how I do it anyway. Don't judge. Okay, and then after you do that, beat till smooth. Okay. I have like one of those KitchenAid mixers, but I did not get it brought here. I did not bring it here because it's too big. I don't have room to store it, and also I don't want anyone to steal it because people be stealing stuff, so I just have to use this jank thing from Walmart instead. Okay. You gotta watch, like, it going up into there. One time I ruined one of Mom's mixers doing that. Oops. But this is... Stir in remaining flour. Okay. I was like, there's definitely not enough flour in here. I'm gonna have to add some more. Hopefully that was not too much. We're about to find out. Whoa. Guys, I should be wearing an apron right now, but I don't have one. Okay. Oh no! Look what's happening! Okay, I'm mixing this with my hand. I don't trust this. I don't want to ruin my mixer with bread dough. Okay, we are to the point where it's time to knead the dough. I'm going to do it for about 6 minutes. I have not done this in a very long time, so if I'm doing it wrong, go and judge all you want. Because I probably need to be judged, not going to lie. But I got a pretty good consistency that I wanted. I just had to add a little bit more flour because it didn't have as much flour as I would have liked it to have. And it still needs a lot of flour, so because when my fingers are sticking to it when I'm kneading it, no. Like, I need more flour, guys. Okay, now that we have that done, I'm gonna put some cooking spray in this bowl, and then I'm gonna put, oh my goodness. That's why butter flavor, I was like, yo, that smells a little different than the stuff that Mom usually uses. That's very buttery. Hopefully I got the right stuff. It's probably all the same, right? Anyway, put this in the bowl, cover it up with this, and let it raise for 1 hour. So, there she be. While I'm waiting for that to raise, I'm going to clean up this big old mess that's going on over here. And then my mom also told me that considering that it's pretty warm here today, and like I said, it's 90 degrees. It's like down to like 80 or like 79 or something like that now. But I might not have to wait for the whole entire hour, and then the other section, which is I think another hour for it to raise, since it's pretty warm here. So it might get done quicker. Everything's cleaned up and looking good, except for like this little thing of dishes here that I'll wash when I'm finished with everything. But I still have quite a bit of time left till it's done rising, till the bread's done rising. So I'm going to start cutting up my apples for my pie. Guys, I low-key busted my finger while peeling these apples. That happens every time I use a peeler. And also, this peeler is a little bit weird. I already added the water. I'm just going to add the lemon juice now. And then just kind of like cook it, like let it. Anyway, I got distracted. And then just kind of cook it until it gets like soft. Like not too soft, but just kind of soft. Okay, these apples are looking pretty soft, so I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients to it. So, it's going to be a half a cup of sugar. Cup of brown sugar, and I noticed with the brown sugar that this is kind of cool. It's like a resealable bag. I've never had brown sugar like that before, so that's sick. That's about half a cup. Well, maybe that might be a little bit more than half a cup. Well, that looks like half a cup. That's good enough probably. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll add just a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. And 4 tablespoons of flour. That was my timer for my bread. So as soon as I'm done adding all this, I'm going to do the next step with the bread. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then we have 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm just going to kind of guess with this. looks good enough. Then we have 1/8 a teaspoon of ginger. I'm saying that's good enough. And then we have 1/8 a teaspoon of salt. Okay. Now we're just going to stir this all up together. Okay, so the bread is done for now anyway. It looks pretty good. Looks like it rose, however you say it, pretty good. Okay, so now I'm just going to grease this bad boy up. And I'm going to shape this into a loaf and put it in here, and then it's going to raise for another hour in here. Okay. I'm going to cover this again and let it raise for another hour. I'm going to roll out my the crust for my pie here, because like there's just like not enough room for me to, I mean if I had to, but just gonna use the table. on my pie because I've never used this oven before, and it seems like it's from the 80s, so it has like absolutely roasted the top of the pie, and it's been in there for like 10 minutes. So, and I have it on 350. So I put the rack down like one notch lower to see if that'll help. So hopefully it doesn't roast it anymore, but it looks like it's so burnt right now. So hopefully my pie is not ruined. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just gonna put this out there and say this pie looks absolutely terrible. Probably the ugliest thing I've ever made in my whole entire life. The whole top of it is so burnt. I have to like get it out with a towel because I don't have any. It just looks so terrible. Look at it. It looks so decayed and dried up, bro. This is, guys, I'm blaming this solely on the oven. I've never made anything that looks disgusting like this. Like, it's, brother, why is it like that? Why is it burnt like that, bro? Anyway, I'm gonna put my bread in the oven now, and I'm gonna watch it very, very closely because I do not want it to get burnt like that. I just put my bread in the oven, so that's gonna start baking. And once I got it out, and I put some butter on the top of it. I don't know. It looks a little bit better. It just doesn't look like I would have liked it to look, but it is what it is, I guess. At least I'm the only one that's gonna be eating this. So if it's ugly, at least if it tastes good, I guess it's okay. It still has like 5 minutes left, but I just checked it, and it's looking like it needs to come out, guys. Like, nah, I think if I leave it any longer, it's gonna get burnt. Of mine when I go home. Oh, that's hot. Okay. Now, that's looking pretty golden brown, if I do say so myself. I'm actually gonna get it out of there and put it on a cooling rack. Okay, here's the finished product, guys. This looks so good, all golden brown and buttery. This cooked pretty well, actually. It's just this pie that makes me a little bit angry. Now I just gotta get all these dishes washed, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I'm kind of tired, low-key. I might cut into these, though, tonight and see how they are. I just want to see if this pie actually tastes good because it looks like garbage. I'm not even gonna lie. But anyway, see y'all later. Bye, guys.